Tua fires in the end zone. Catch at the goal line. Jalen Waddle has a Dolphin touchdown.
What's up, guys? My name is Joanna, and you're watching Dolphins Today, coming to you from the Baptist Health Studios right here in Miami Gardens. All right, guys, well, this Sunday, Miami will put its season-best 4-game win streak on the line against New York Giants. A victory on Sunday could move Miami to a game within 500 heading into its bye week after starting 1-7. The Dolphins have held opponents under 20 points in 4 straight games for the first time since the 2010 season. Miami's Brian Flores will coach against New York's Joe Judge for the first time in his career. Both head coaches spent 7 seasons together on the Patriots coaching staff, where they each earned 3 Super Bowl rings. Flores reflected on what this head-to-head matchup means ahead of Sunday's game. Check it out.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of came up together as, young coaches trying to, pave our way in this league. I think, that environment was great for me personally, being around a lot of great coaches. I certainly, was able to get better and make improvements, teaching styles, methods. Joe's somebody I definitely learned from. He's got a PhD in education, so he knows how to teach. At the end of the day, coaching is teaching. And I learned, some teaching methods from him. I learned a lot from him and a lot of people there. So I have a lot of respect for him, and he's a friend first.
Let's welcome in our Travis Winfield to talk some X's and O's as Miami puts its win streak on the line against New York. Let's get started by talking about one of Miami's first-year gems. Jalen Phillips is second among all rookies with 6.5 sacks this season, 5 of which have come during the Dolphins' 4-game win streak. How has his recent hot stretch impacted Miami's defense?
He just gives them another good pass rusher, another good run defender up front. He's been doing it all the last couple of weeks, and we've seen other guys on this defensive line, and really the entire defense, have these hot streaks during the win streak. Van Ginkel's coming on, Sealer's having good production, Butler, Baker, Christian Wilkins, all the guys up front. The key now, though, is to remain consistent and build off that success.
Well, for New York's offense, it's been reported Daniel Jones is dealing with a neck injury, and Mike Glennon could start at quarterback for the Giants this week. If so, how does that change New York's offensive attack?
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of Joe Flacco a couple weeks for the New York Jets when he was put in the lineup to just basically be able to attack various defenses that he's seen throughout the course of his career and also be a part of multiple offenses. So he has that experience, but he also can rely on New York's weapons they have across the skill positions with Saquon Barkley, Kenny Golladay, Evan Ingram, Darius Slayton. They've got name after name, as Brian Flores mentioned earlier this week in his press conference. But Daniel Jones is also talented too. New York has all kinds of talent on the offense. Miami must communicate well and just play good, solid assignment football on Sunday.
On Miami's side, Tua Tagovailoa ranks 2nd in completion rate and 8th in total QBR this season. What has stood out most about his progression amid his second pro season?
Yeah, really coming on strong. And I spoke to quarterbacks coach Charlie Fry this week, and he really credited Tua for the stuff behind the scenes, the combination of natural skills and talent, but also the preparation to put himself in position to succeed. And the same can be true for his favorite targeted receiver, Jalen Waddle. Receivers coach Josh Grizzard says the competitive fire you see on game days is the exact same mentality he brings to practice, the classroom throughout the course of the week. So these guys are putting in the work, and it's showing on Sundays.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for breaking that down, Travis. Well, with New York coming off a win against the Eagles, who entered that game having won 3 of their previous 4 outings, what do the Dolphins need to do on Sunday to come out on top?
Yeah, it kind of goes back to what Coach Flores talks about often, right? And that you got to take things one day at a time, one practice at a time, one play at a time. And as fans, I know it's easy to look ahead and try to think about the schedule coming up, but every week is tough in this league, and players say the cliche over and over again because it's true. And while heading into the bye week with a win would be great, this team must stay focused on the task at hand, which is beating a talented New York Giants team. Should be a fun matchup between 2 coaches, Brian Flores and Joe Judge, who both know each other well and are both very competitive.
It definitely should be exciting to watch them both. Well, Travis, thank you so much, as usual, for your analysis. Best of luck to Miami on Sunday. Okay, Fin fans, well, we shared a snippet of defensive end Zach Sealer being mic'd up in Sunday's win over the Carolina Panthers. And because it's giving season, we figured it couldn't hurt to share a bit more from Sealer's sound. Check out more of what he had to say during Miami's 4th straight win.
I did think of something earlier. I was talking to Jesse. I didn't think of it, I just said it. I said, why would you put us in all white after Thanksgiving? Ain't a good look.
Blocked. The Dolphins special teams. Can they get a touchdown out of it? The shove forward. Touchdown Dolphins.
Let's go! Let's go! Come on! Let's go! White ball! For my life. For the stars and stripes. Let freedom forever fly. Let it rain. salute the ones who died. Oh, the stars that rise. Dang it, I messed that up. Have to sacrifice all the things we love, like hot chicken fries.
It's always good to hear the exciting vibes of another team victory. In an effort to stay in tune with the field's access for Fin fans, let's take a look into this week's bench cam. Here you go.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. I'm like that. Yeah. I'm about to say.
You just talk a lot.
Yeah, I do talk a lot.
Punch it in, boy.
He gets a block. Gaskin to the goal line, to the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins! Miles Gaskin.
Let's go!
This week, the Fish Tank with Seth Levitt and OJ McDuffie will welcome another familiar face for Fin fans. Former Miami tight end Hunter Goodwin joined the podcast to discuss how his pro career shaped his leadership style since retiring in 2003. Here's a snippet of his appearance.
A very neat experience for me as a player to get to play for Coach Johnson, play with Dan Marino, and be a part of what was a pretty good team. I mean, I think the 3 years we were there, we won. Bad years for us were like 10-6. We were pissed off, and
exactly right.
but really good couple years, and it was culture shock. I'll never forget, OJ, real quick. Took my then fiance, now wife, to this lavish Christmas dinner. I think it might have been Christmas Eve, whatever. But we go, and here it is, and I get this wonderful seating arrangement outside on the water, and I proceed to sit out there and just sweat my off for about 2 hours. Anyways, that's the difference between South Miami and the upper Midwest.
All right, guys, before we wrap up today's episode, let's venture off the field a little bit. Rookie safety Javon Holland made an appearance for the NFL's My Cause, My Cleats initiative. He spoke on how his passion for ocean conservation and love for the water influenced his cleats design. Let's dive in for more. Check it out.
I feel like a lot of life starts in the ocean. The cause is ocean conservation, and the organization is Blue Marine Foundation, or Blue for short. Basically, they're just a group that goes around and tries to create a more safe environment for fishing and fish that are in danger. They're also aiming to expose bad fishing practices. A lot of the time, fishing nets and poles get caught in the ocean and cause damage to the natural habitats. I always wanted to be close to the water and the ocean, and so I would pick up litter if I saw it on the beach, whatnot. But I really didn't start really paying attention to the ocean until I came out here. I went to the Museum of Science, and they were talking a lot about the fishes and the jellyfish, and one specific fish is lionfish that's invasive, and it's actually killing a lot of the fish that are in our natural coral reefs. So they're encouraging people to go fish for it and lessen the population of them so that the other animals can thrive. I think it's important for all of us to keep the earth and the planet, and especially the oceans, safe and clean. I think people on the West Coast and the East Coast, they thrive economically in terms of fishing, and that provides a lot of money for people, jobs, things like that. So, well, the design of my shoes is from Nemo. I mean, since a kid, I've been watching Finding Nemo, Finding Dory, all of those. Laney is the little fish that the sharks were explaining to Marlin and Dory, fish are friends, not food. So, yeah, that's where I got my design from. I hope that people start cleaning up the ocean, really. I know there's a lot of people right now that do a lot of creative things to help the ocean, but I think that it's important that we all kind of step in, especially with global warming, climate change, things like that. It's important to keep these animals safe because they're a part of our ecosystem and they help us live and we help them. If you take a vacation to a beach and there's trash or something, pick it up. That's the simplest way you can help it, really. You don't have to do anything crazy, but just make sure you're picking up your litter and make sure your area is clean. Do your 1/8 or your part.
All right, Fin fans, well, that's a wrap for Dolphins today. Coming to you from the Baptist Health Studios. We'll see you on Tuesday. Until then, go Fins. Bye, y'all.